Hi everyone, Darren Hunter here, and I want to give you probably what is one of our most powerful scripts that we've ever taught. I've been teaching this for nearly 20 years, and the people that learn this script and apply it are raving on how well it works. Now, before we get into it with the cup of coffee script, I will be using our PM Fee Script Secrets book as our textbook. So again, we've covered over 50 common fee objections that can get thrown at you at any time, and of course with responses. The book is free. All you got to do is pay for shipping. Just go to stopdiscountingfees.com or just go to igtcentral.com for all of our books and podcasts and so forth. All right, let's just move on. Now, for this script to work really well, you need to have quality points of difference in place. Alrighty, things that matter to the owner. And so whether they're property owner handbooks or using tenant handbooks to show them to impress, or it could be your marketing around your enhanced photography, your digital staging or virtual tours, or things that really mean something to the owner, all about getting the best tenant with the best rent in the fastest possible time. Okay, so it's really important you have quality points difference. Okay, moving on. What's also important to understand is that, and I like to say this, most property managers are really bad at math. Now, yes, there are some out there that are really, really good at math, but most aren't. Like me, I failed at school with math. So, but it's understanding, what is 1%, because here is a really important point. When it comes to people asking for a discount, or the other agent is cheap, or if you will match your fee with the other agent down the road, they're always focused on the management fee. All right, that's really important. They're not always focused on the leasing fee or your lease renewal fee, always focused on the management fee. So that's where you're going to get a question about your fees. Very, very likely, most of the time, over 95% of the time. And if they're going to ask for a discount, it's usually more than any other time a 1% discount. All right, so that means you only have to get good at 2 or 3 scripts and you've got most of your fee objections covered. Isn't that amazing? Okay, 1%. Let's just look at the 1%. Now, what's 1% of $600 a week? That's $6. Now, if you're in America or you're charging monthly rent, well, what's that 1% equal to? So we've got to understand the 1%, that's the difference. Now, what's in money? But next step is, what is it in an everyday product that person you're speaking to is likely consuming or purchasing on a regular basis, on a daily basis? And that's why we like to use the cup of coffee, because 1% of the weekly rent is usually a cup of coffee. Probably a cup of coffee costs more than that now. Okay, depends on where you're from. And of course, I'm talking about espresso coffee in Australia and New Zealand. We love our coffee that way. So in America, it may be 2 coffees from the 7-Eleven or something like that. You're getting where I'm going with this, is that most property managers have got no idea about what the 1% is. So they're never actually going to reveal it to the client to make them realize. But when you do show it to the client, they have an epiphany. Oh my goodness me, 1%. I didn't realize it was so little. And that's what we're doing, is demystifying how little the 1% really is. Now, this script isn't going to work on absolutely everybody, because someone might just get out their calculator and go, okay, well, 1 cup of coffee a week over a year that's $312. Okay, so, but the point is, a lot of people have a cup of coffee a day. I used to have 2 a day. All right, so it's trivializing and showing what the 1% really is. That's the whole point. Okay, with that in mind, let's go to our book, the PM Fee Script Secrets, and let's turn to page 56, where we get to secret number 18, which is script number 2, and that's where we get into, I do apologize, actually script number 1, cup of coffee, on page 51. And so we go through here just understanding, breaking down the management fee difference to the dollar difference, and then down to the product difference. Okay, so that's all explained in there. Okay, so the let's just say the owner says to you, if you can match your management fee with the other agent down the road. All right, and in this case here, Mr. Smith, I can see that you wish to use us. Can I confirm then that it's all about our fee? And if we agree on that, does that mean that we'll be able to get your business? Yes or no? And usually that is the case. I've already made a decision on you, and it's just about fee now. Okay, Mr. Smith, because you're hopefully going to get a positive response. Do you think then that we are worth more than a cup of coffee? Because that's the management fee difference but per week between us and the other agent. Now, this is where you have had to have also demonstrated your points of difference first to show them how different that you are, because this is where it's going to become important. All right, so you can also go on, for example, Mr. Smith, well, if you don't feel that we're any different from the competitors then, and if you feel that we're the same and that's why we need to match our fee with them, did they show you their property owner's handbook? Did you show you their tenant handbook? Did they show you the virtual tour videos that they'll be using or technology they'll be using on marketing your property to get a tenant much faster? And if the owner says, well, no, well, Mr. Smith, that's why we're worth only a cup of coffee more a week. It really is, you get what you pay for. And so that there is very liberating when you understand, again, you're likely going to get a fee objection around your management fee, more than likely out of all the others, and it's usually going to be on the 1%. And the cup of coffee, of course, is a great way to overcome that one. Take care.